What's going on, you guys? This is New York Adventure in 1994 here, and it is Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023, and we have some crazy weather coming to the West Coast tomorrow. We're looking at a lot of floods to hit the West Coast tomorrow, especially in California. There's a lot of flood watches for Northern California, like from way up north in California all the way down to King City. So the timing of this storm will be Wednesday morning into Thursday afternoon. That's like over 24 hours. 2 to 4 inches for the valleys and 3 to 6 inches for the hills, and up to 8 to 10 inches in coastal mountains. Widespread flooding, multiple mud and landslides, impassable roads, rapid rises in waters and creeks. So we'll look at atmospheric rivers here. We're looking at atmospheric river flooding right here, guys. There's going to be a lot of flooding for Northern California tomorrow. And want to know why? Because we're getting another bomb cyclone. Again. That storm that rapidly drops 24 more millibars in 24 hours. We're getting another bomb cyclone after Christmas. After the one we got in Christmas, which dumped all that snow in Buffalo and brought in those hurricane force winds. Yeah, that bomb cyclone 2 weeks ago, that was a really bad blizzard for Buffalo. We're getting another bomb cyclone here. And the funny thing is that we're getting a bomb cyclone in the West Coast, like on the 5th anniversary of when we got Winter Storm Grayson over here. It was that nor'easter that rapidly intensified into a bomb cyclone. And we had all these blizzards in the Northeast. Yeah, Grayson was a storm not to be messed with. It brought in heavy snow to a lot of places, a lot of blowing snow and poor visibility, and hurricane force winds in a lot of places. And what we're looking at right here is a lot of flooding from this bomb cyclone for the West Coast. And I remember last year, back in October, before we had a nor'easter, which was Tropical Storm Wanda, the West Coast saw 2 bomb cyclones. Like in 3 days. One hit in British Columbia, and then the second one hit on that same Sunday in San Francisco. And the winds were so strong that the Golden Gate Bridge was like whistling with the gale force winds. Which is pretty interesting. Yeah, there were a lot of winds and a lot of flooding. I remember all the mudslides that they dealt with last year. California was desperate for heavy rain, but they weren't that desperate. That was way too much rain. So this is basically like a hurricane, guys. Look at that. We got a lot of high wind warnings right here. A lot of floods and wind storm warnings. Look at this whole area of high wind warnings. The winds are going to be a key factor right here. Let's look at the winter storm warning first, because I'm curious of that one. So the winter storm warning is like way inland for California. Heavy wet snow possible, total snow accumulations of 4 to 15 inches above 5,000 feet and 18 to 36 inches above 6,000 feet. With locally higher amounts over peaks, winds could gust as high as 65 miles per hour. in the Northern Sierra and up to 55 miles per hour in the northern coastal range and southern Cascades. And this is taking place from Wednesday to 4 a.m. Friday. Travel could be very difficult to impossible. Widespread blowing snow could significantly reduce visibility. Strong winds could cause tree damage and power outages. So this is a very serious situation, guys. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I love snow, but not warnings this serious. But this is going to be serious. This is really going to be serious. I hope you guys are prepared for tomorrow. A bomb cyclone's like a winter hurricane, they said. Yeah. Look how far the high wind warning is going. That's so many miles. Look at how many buoys are going to be in the crosshairs of this thing. It feels like only yesterday a bomb cyclone hit San Francisco, which was back in October 2021. The 49ers had to play in that weather. It was crazy. A lot of fans were getting drenched, and all the players. So this is a high wind warning for San Francisco. A high wind warning in effect from 4 a.m. Wednesday to 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. Southerly winds 20 to 30 with gusts up to 50 miles per hour in valley location. 30 to 40 miles per hour with gusts up to 60 above 1,000 feet. Local gusts around 70 miles per hour coast and highest peaks. The Greater Bay Area and Central Coast. 4 a.m. Wednesday to 10 a.m. Thursday Pacific Time. So yeah, if it's Pacific Time, when it starts, it's going to be 7 a.m. on the East Coast, and it's going to be 4 a.m. in California. And it'll be 1 p.m. when it stops here, and it'll be 10 a.m. in California. Damaging winds will blow down trees and power lines. Widespread power outages are expected. Travel will be difficult, especially for high-profile vehicles. Now I saw one warning for Eureka, California that had gusts up to 75 miles per hour. Like I said before, this is just like a hurricane for California. Yeah, expect a lot of hurricane impact. Expect a lot of hurricane-like impacts in California tomorrow, guys. I hope you're all prepared for all this flooding. I mean, it got really crazy last year. Ever since that bomb cyclone hit, a lot of crazy weather just happened throughout the winter last year. There were a lot of snowstorms, a lot of atmospheric river flooding. It's crazy. So yeah, the winds are going to be a key factor in this storm too. This monster is bubbling up quickly. It's supposed to be here by tomorrow, guys. Make sure you have everything ready because time is running out. Yeah, there's a lot of warnings right here. It's expanding all the way into Nevada. And it's also expanding into Oregon. And there's a lot more wind advisories down south of California, like places like Los Angeles and San Diego. Heck, the whole West Coast is getting impacted tomorrow. So this is very crazy, guys. Make sure you guys are prepared for tomorrow because this is a very serious situation. This storm is basically like a hurricane, but the only difference between a bomb cyclone and a hurricane is that a bomb cyclone is like an extratropical and a hurricane is a tropical system. So in a way, a bomb cyclone is like this different cousin from a hurricane because the effects of a bomb cyclone behave like a hurricane, except they happen in the winter and not in the summer or the fall. Well, yeah, they do happen in the fall, but it gets more crazier in the winter. Yeah, bomb cyclones like happen in the fall because it starts up the winter weather season. So, this is pretty crazy, guys. Yeah, I expect much more crazy weather like this on the West Coast soon. So, I guess that's it. Bye.